Natia Kuchelamadashvili used to watch Georgian TV to get the latest news. But when the armed conflict in South Ossetia broke out almost 2 weeks ago, she says she has been left lacking what the other side thinks.
Russian journalists, I have no possibility to understand now, but I want to understand what do you think about this everything. I want.
But she'll find hardly a trace of Russian journalism in her native Tbilisi. Since Tuesday, Georgia's last remaining Russian-language TV channel was pulled off the air. RTVI, an international television network, was closed immediately after it broadcast Russia's foreign minister criticizing Georgia for its aggression against South Ossetia.
I heard that the U.S. Secretary of State, Ms. Condoleezza Rice, said Russia wants to undermine democracy in Georgia, as if there were no facts this year showing there is no true democracy in Georgia, as if the Georgian leadership did not decide, soon after it started its aggression against South Ossetia, to shut down all Russian television channels in Georgia and to cut off access to Russian internet sites. RTVI was the only Russian-language source of information left. But even this channel was shut down after it dared to air my interview with Radio Ekho Moskvy and Vesti 24. So judge for yourself about the situation with democracy in Georgia and who undermines this democracy.
The chief editor of Russian radio channel Ekho Moskvy, an affiliate of RTVI, says it demonstrates the desperation of the Georgian authorities.
When a state cuts off news channels, this means it's weak. It's an attempt to hide from the people a viewpoint that's different from that of the authorities. It's a general principle, and it applies to Georgia today.
After the start of the violence in South Ossetia, Georgia stopped the broadcasts of all Russian-language TV channels and banned all Russian websites. Critics say this bears the hallmarks of a totalitarian regime in action.
Media restrictions is not the evidence of democracy. If Georgian authorities want to get understanding with all participants of the conflict, I think that all Russian channels have to be on air.
But for now, there remains in Georgia only one version of events about what is going on. And while the country's leader has made it clear which audience he's targeting and which media he trusts the most, with his face shown daily on nearly all Western news channels over the last 2 weeks, Georgia's national TV stations are just forced to copy their foreign colleagues.
No signs of Russia pulling out its troops from Georgia. That's what CNN and BBC News channels now report.
Saakashvili himself appears on Georgia's national TV via CNN and translated into his native Georgian from English. Since the offensive was launched, it's become the president's official language and the key weapon in his own battlefield, the media.
Have you seen evidence that
the Russians are actually withdrawing from your country?
Well, I've seen very little.
What we've seen and what the world has seen here is that they are widening the zone of their occupation. They are invading new towns here in Georgia.
If there were any Russian-language channels left in Georgia, viewers would get a very different impression of events.
I emphasize the withdrawal of reinforcement troops is underway. We are currently pulling out rear units and heavy weaponry. We are also clearing withdrawal routes as the Georgian army left lots of weaponry, including tanks, on the roads, which is hindering the withdrawal.